I'm Matthias Bennett, and this is the introduction to the Intuitive Network. Intuitive Network, introduction. So you might be wondering, what is the Intuitive Network? Well, in order to answer that question, what I'd like to do is to really bring us to something that we're quite all familiar with. And that is the internet. Okay? So we're all familiar with the internet, going, browsing, getting information, web pages, using that, accessing our smartphones, wireless, iPads, video conferencing, the whole nine, you know. So we've got the internet, and we've got a number of people who are working on Internet 2. Now, I'm not an expert on this, but from what I've heard, is it enables super high bandwidth to do things like remote surgeries, all sorts of types of amazing things. And so let's do a little thought experiment, and let's imagine into the future. We've got Internet 2 right now. Imagine in the future. What, in the future, what would the internet look like? And let's just imagine internet version 5. See, I put it in like the 3-dimensional, so it's supposed to pop out, so that makes it really cool. See like that? Yeah. And what would internet 5 look like? Well, let's see here. There's, things, well, let's imagine, and there might be things like complete integration of online and offline data. Wow, well, that would be cool. Things from the physical world. I mean, for example, I don't know, cameras, GPS location points, fully seamlessly integrated into the data you're able to access. Let's really go all out. Let's say that maybe we have a holodeck, like from the Star Trek, ability to go to, let's say, any period in time. And the reason, well, I'll talk a little about this later, but let's say we've got this kind of 3-dimensional holodeck ability where we can go into the internet and we can actually go experience physical places as they've been scanned by the 3-dimensional kind of Google new scanning technology, like on the Google Maps. Let's say, and of course, if any of you have any privacy concerns, let's say that there's absolutely controlled access of sensitive personal information, so it's safe. It's like the both and of being open and being safe. Wow, complete transparency of every organization and business, including information about the company and even interpersonal dynamics within the organization, within its individuals and teams. Like, wouldn't that be amazing if you could check out not just their company stock portfolio, but you could actually go and access in this Internet 5, all the information about this company. That would be spectacular. So, and just as a point, with this holodeck-like ability to go to any period in time, well, let's just go ahead and do a thought experiment, and let's say let's go and say full historical data on everything that has ever happened. Now we're talking science fiction here, right? Via super advanced network crawlers that use space-time portal technology to scrape location and event data from all events and places in history on Earth and within all regions in our local galaxy. Okay? So I know that might be a stretch, but think about it. I mean, you've got Google crawlers that crawl, your site around the world twice a day, right? Something like that. And so just imagine you have these little guys, you give them space-time transport technology, and they just bloop, bloop, wink into a location, do a 3-dimensional scan, and whoop, whoop, get it out and upload it to Internet 5. Databases to be available for access. Wow. Well, I don't know about you, but I think that all sounds pretty cool. I want to learn more. So here's the cool thing. It's already here. And it's called the Intuitive Network. The Intuitive Network is the standard of choice for most galactic societies that gives those members, really anyone, the ability to access information about anything that they need to be able to perform their tasks, and this goes from either a business or transactional standpoint to interpersonal dynamics. And let's look and see really kind of what that can do. So I know this is kind of a lot, but it's absolutely amazing and awesome. So the Intuitive Network, it is the standard for galactic societies. Like what could you do with it? Well, you could get information about your target market, core relational dynamics, and be able to get information to support your high-level functioning teams and troubleshoot any issues that you have. Can you do that? Oh yes. With the Intuitive Network, you're able to support your branding and messaging with the particular people that you have connected with. You can support crew member selection for long-term deep space missions in the multiverse. Okay, well let's just kind of do this. That's not quite applicable now. Oh, and this is a really cool one, and this is what I've been using it for the last couple years, is to help gain clarity and confidence about who you are and why you're here. Check. And the cool thing is, you can access it. This is Jeremy Matthias Bennett with the introduction to the Intuitive Network.